my name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire. There's been a lot of stuff in the patch notes since last we spoke, so let's check it out. 3 different art things. I usually don't focus on the art parts, but they're the joke portraits for discovery and patience and violence, so those can be expected to be quite fun. Also got 4 gameplay changes. The Ascension mode unlock requirements have changed. That's not going to be particularly relevant to us. Ball Lightning Plus has been nerfed, so it used to go from 7 damage plus a Channel of Lightning Orb to 11 damage plus Channel of Lightning Orb, but now it's gone to 10 damage plus Channel of Lightning Orb. So it's not significantly worse. It's still really, really powerful, but you probably can't win. Well, not probably can't win, but you probably shouldn't be able to win by just stacking a deck full of them, like you possibly used to be able to do. Blade Dance card rarity has been lowered from uncommon to common, so this is going to serve to make Shiv builds a lot more consistent, because Cloak and Dagger was already in the basic common set for the Silent, but now Blade Dance is there as well, and then there's accuracy in the uncommon set, and all of that together is going to be much more consistent to build rather than getting accuracy and kind of having to rely on Blade Dance as your only common Shiv generation, and that only generates 1 Shiv at the time, and it gets a little bit of a hassle. This is going to make that a little easier to do, but it's also going to be an indirect buff to all 3 of Ornamental Fan, Kunai, and Shuriken all on the Silent, because it's going to be so much more consistent that you can pick up 3 attacks in a single energy in order to trigger any of those for, 4 defense, 4 block rather, a dex, or a strength in respectively. Also, the Slaver and Looter and Slaver and Monster encounters have been swapped positions. That's not that Slaver, Looter, and Slaver Monster have been swapped. It's that the Looter now before the Slaver and the Monster is now before the Slaver. And that's so that you can't be hit with vulnerability and then hit with an attack that is already modified by that vulnerability. It's just because it's a little unintuitive to go, okay, well, it looks like I'm about to take 9 damage. Why did I take 13? Other than that, Thorns and Flame Barrier powers have been made more consistent. There have been some bug fixes. It doesn't seem like any of those are extraordinarily relevant. Draw and discard piles can now be opened from the hand select screen. That's actually pretty important. And nope. None of the rest of those are relevant to us. So obviously, no, we're not going to be doing the daily. Obviously, what we're going to do now is go to the Silent, because of course we are. They changed something about the Silent, and it gives me an excuse to try and do another Shiv run and get the goddamn Mark of the... It's not Mark of the Ninja, it's Wristblade. Mark of the Ninja is an entirely different, and it's a game as well. Lose your starting relic to obtain a random boss relic is probably the most appealing one here for us right now. Ooh, Cursed Key. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Whenever you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. My brain is working at maximum half capacity, and it usually is working at half capacity, so it's a quarter capacity for a normal person. And that's because I'm down with the fucking flu again. No, I swore! See? I told you it's not working at full capacity. I literally just lost the flu, and now I have the flu again. It's insane. Which means probably the previous sickness was not the flu. It was something else, probably a throat infection. And now I have the actual flu. I've really got to start just getting flu shots at the start of the season. It is not fair how often I'm out of commission during the winter. Backflips, counter up, dodge and roll. I think I've been losing a lot of runs recently because I just don't pick up consistent defense. I try and build my aggressive win strategy and I just ignore all defense whilst doing so. So I'll take a dodge and roll proactively to try and fight against that. I'm actually considering taking a curse, because I'm going to be getting some curses from Cursed Key if I want to open any of my non-boss chests. Okay. So I figure I might aim for something that has, I don't know, a doll of some kind? Maybe a Duvu doll? I don't know, that's just the kind of thing that I might be interested in. Curses are also less potent on the Silent than other classes because you have access to discard materials. I mean, we're probably not going to build into that archetype in this particular run, but it's something we do technically have access to. All right, let's get that kill. If there's any point at which I am silent for just a little too long, I'm probably blowing my nose because I have to do that like every 2 minutes. And I would usually at this point just take a short break from the channel to recover, but I just did to recover from another illness. All right, Blade Dance, we'll take it. It's weird to see it with a non-blue border. Okay. Well, footwork works in this build. I want Bag of Preparation and Lantern, personally. Just because they increase your early turn potency pretty insanely. Yeah, I'm going to go for those, and if I don't remove the regret at this point, I'm effectively saying I am going to get either Blue Candle or Duvu Doll. I can't rely on that. I've tried to do it before, and I just ended up with a deck that won in spite of the negative that I had placed. God, I would love to have taken the curse there. If only I got Duvu Doll in that previous shop, eh? Extraordinarily sad. Okay. Block 10 for a block potion. We'll probably get an opportunity in this fight to block more than 10 with a block potion. Again, because I get the question often, I'll use an ancient potion here actually to prevent the vulnerability. I don't play all of my energy in this fight because if you aren't killing the Gremlin Knob, you're enraging them. Whenever you play a skill, they gain 2 strength. So if I gain 5 block and the enemy gains 2 strength, I'm actually only defending for 3, and then next turn I'm taking 2 more damage than I otherwise would. So now my initial block only defended me for 1, and the turn after I'm taking a surplus of 1 damage. So unless you're using a particularly large block, or you have the ability to kill the Gremlin Knob in the next couple turns, you don't really want to play many defenses in this fight. So I'm thinking I might Blade Dance here for the 8 damage. Yeah. Because I think that'll ultimately save me a turn for the kill. And I'm definitely going to be killing next turn, so I'll defend. Okay, so it probably didn't save me a turn, the 8 damage that we did before. Right? We overkilled... No, it did save me a turn. Because that turn we would have overkilled by 7. So we would have had to be here for a whole nother turn without that. Frozen Egg, as well as Cloak and Dagger. Frozen Egg is actually going to be really good. It's going to immediately upgrade any of the... What's it called again? It'll immediately upgrade any of the accuracies we come across. We'll make sure to go to the fight before the rest, rather than rest before the fight, so that we have the possibility to upgrade after the fight. Or upgrade the card that is given to us by the fight. If it sees to give us one. I'll actually full defend here. I don't even need to take a single damage in this fight. We have enough defensive options and aggressive options in this deck that we don't necessarily have to take damage. Okay. Easy. If I still had the curses in my deck, I would take Prepared here. But I don't. So I won't. Okay. Start upgrading the Cloak and Dagger and the Shiv generators. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of the turn, as well as the worst curse in the game, Normality. So we now have like super power synergy, which usually with a silent just means you win now. Well done. But I kind of don't want to just draft every power, get Noxious Fumes, get a bunch of footworks, and win. I think that'd be a bit boring. I think that's a run that I've done a billion times before. And I'll probably do it a billion times more, but Hopefully not this time. So set up the front line at tonight with a single strike, which now means that after this point, we'll only have one active sentry at a time. We need one defense this turn. We're fine. And I got only one defense this turn. And we are fine. It's all working out. Whoo, baby. And we've still got Cloak and Dagger and Survivor in there. Hell yeah. I love that we keep getting normality alongside the Survivor so we can discard it. That's super lucky. That's not something that should really be happening. It looks like I may actually get through the... Never mind, spoke too soon. That was, of course, about to be, it looks like we may actually get through this fight without taking any damage. So here's all of our defense, the turn after we got hit. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. Easy kill. Smiling Mask, the merchant's card removal service now always costs 50 gold, as well as an upgraded Wraith form for an aggressive deck? Yeah. And it'll make something else cheaper to play. And now we know the next fight up here can't be the sentries, so I'm actually going to go through this way. Uh-oh. I'm just going to full defend that turn. Uh-huh. Wraith form. So I need to start working down the Fat Gremlin. That one at the front is now one strike from dead. So we've got a bunch of turns of intangibility here. Which is exactly what I was banking on. The giant ultimate blast from the Gremlin Wizard does nothing. You're 2 turns from doing it again, though. I think the Gremlin Wizard now needs to be my priority. Yeah, even though we're weakened, I think it's pretty important that we start attacking them in particular. And, oh god. Wow, they take another turn after that? Okay. I obviously should have used the Survivor earlier there. I wasn't even looking. That's my bad. Okay. Now, unfortunately, we have no decks whatsoever. And I can only kill this guy in small chunks. Oh no. Am I now dead and I just can't do anything about it? Oh, damn weakness. Yeah, I'm dead. Think about it. If I play the Cloak and Dagger, I get 0 block. I get 0 from the shivs. But since all of them are small attacks, every single one of them will enrage the Mad Gremlin and make them stronger. If I attack them 2 times this turn because I can't block at all, I'm dead. And if I don't attack them this turn, I'm dead next turn. Wow. Oh, that sucks so much. Well, I guess we're now doing the silent without a starter's bonus. Okay, then. Let's try and reach the boss and receive that blessing still. Okay, 1 elite, 2 elite, 3 elite floor. That's how it worked before, right? Mm-hmm. Not a fan of having such a defensive opening hand when I needed exactly 1 defender. Yeah, and now in this hand, I need 3 strikes to kill someone. Damn it. Damn it all to heck. Okay, and then the easy kill with just a single strike. Expertise, Bane, and Heel Hook? No, not yet. If I could get the Hand of Greed right now, I would, and then I'd turn this into like a Hand of Greed style run, if that's a thing, which it isn't. I'll take a footwork and I'll take a dodge and roll. So that's our defense for the first floor, more than covered, if you ask me. One of the big reasons to take dodge and roll again, when you have footworks and vice versa, is that the extra dex will affect your dodge and roll twice, because your dodge and roll gives you 4 block this turn and 4 block next turn. So now it's giving me, well, if I wasn't frail, it would be 6 block this turn and 6 block next turn. So that 2 dex has turned into 4 block. All right, take him out. Take a backflip as a card draw that synergizes with already overly defensive build. I can't take Curse of Doubt. I'm actually relying on my potions right now to give me the ability to defeat bosses at all. Predator, definitely. Do I want to try and perfect? It's not super likely that I can. Oh, no, wait, with my defensive factor. Okay. I'll try and perfect this fight rather than striking, allowing myself to take 2 damage here. Okay. I'll throw a single potion against the frontliner, which frees me up to use 2 strikes. So that's 2 potions I've used over the course of this fight so far. Not bad. Whew. Okay. There's our full defense as well. Looks like we might kill this sentry just before it gets an action, and we do. As well as already set ourselves up with the extra draw from Predator. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, we know the rest of our deck is garbage right now. Give me backflip. I know backflip's going to be in there. I shouldn't have asked for it. Shouldn't have played backflip there. Should have just played the survivor and a couple of attacks. Right. We still do have a strike in our deck, and pretty much any hand should defend us or kill, so... Alright, we did get the perfect. Not bad, not bad. Got Bottled Lightning. Upon pickup, choose a skill card. At the start of each combat, that card will be in your opening hand. I don't know if there's any skill I want in my opening hand right now. If I put Calculated Gamble into my opening... Oh, do I turn this poisonous? Like, if I put Crippling Cloud in our opening hand, that's actually pretty good. Fine. Alright, this is now like a defensive, poisonous deck. The exact type of deck that I specifically stated I did not want to do. Oh well. Sometimes this decision is not in my hands. It's in the hands of the game. Shouldn't have struck before I backflipped there. Always the order is correct to draw first. Strike would have been a kill because of the poison. Whoops. You kill 1 turn later, though. Now Blade Dance shows up. I'll take Escape Plan. If you're wondering why I never take Bane in... I can't play the Escape Plan like I usually would. If you're wondering why I never take Bane in a poison deck, it's primarily due to the fact that in a poison deck, I basically decide, okay, I'm going to be using poison to deal all of my damage, and I try and make the deck super synergistic and super focused on that. By the way, I'm using dodge and roll here because it's defending for 16 rather than significantly less. But that's the reason that I tend never to take Bane, because I try and focus on having just one core strategy in the deck. All right, we need lethal this turn. We got it. Happy Flower every 3 turns, gain an energy, as well as there's accuracy. I'm mad. I'm officially mad now. I won't take all-out attack. I'm gonna need other things to do AoE rather than all-out attack. So I could have had an accuracy and a blade dance by now. Warpaint upon pickup upgrade to random skills. Both of them happen to be defense. Envenom. Ugh. Please, no. Envenom's just a really, really, really low tier way to deal damage. Especially to apply poison as well. I'll take the bag preparation. Went nuts over it before. Why wouldn't I again? Probably not go to another shop right now, though. I may actually transform a card here. Yeah, I'm going to transform a strike. Leg sweep? Not bad. Not bad, actually. I would argue that's a pretty severe positive. The only problem is I have one source of poison in this poison deck so far. So, you're going to need to find some more somewhere. Alright. Because mine exhausts. So I don't really have any ongoing damage. Never mind, there's a deadly poison. But I actually really want to take the second Crippling Cloud here as well. The reason for the second Crippling Cloud is because it provides AoE this deck otherwise might not really have. But I do need to take the deadly poison. I need to sort out my win condition first. Oh no! I forgot that I don't have the footwork's in play yet, so that actually wasn't a full defense. Whoops. Okay, leg sweep will be fine. I'll leg sweep to apply 2 block. I'll leg sweep you. I'll neutralize the mid line so that you're weakened before your turn as well. Good. We'll be fine. God, it's just difficult to breathe when you're so fluey. Ugh. It's frustrating. Alright, I don't have a predator in this one, so gotta keep that in mind. That said, we're still fully defended due to the weakening being placed on the right target last time. Not this time, though. Okay, that sentry in the backline actually dies in 2 turns now. So it's going to get 2 more dazeds into my deck. But in exchange for that, I get to get 6 more damage on a different target that I really want to get down. Whew. 30 cards in our deck. Yikes. Right, is this our last elite for the floor? It is. And then immediately afterwards, we have a shop. Now, last time first shop, we purchased a bunch of stuff. Second shop, did we cut a card? I don't think we cut a card. Oh, right. We purchased the bag of preparation. So this shop should still have a 75 gold card removal. And we're likely to get, at the very least, 32 gold after this fight. So I think we're in good shape here. Whew. We definitely need to upgrade Deadly Poison and the other poison that I cannot currently remember the name of. Stop giving me the turns of no defense. My deck is mostly defense. Come on. It's the exact type of deck that I hate doing. Bronze Stales. Start of each combat to gain 3 thorns. I mean, we're definitely being pushed towards it. So I'm just going to accept that. By the way, we're exactly 1 short on the money pouch for the card removal service. We also can't get Snecko Skull. Unfortunately, I didn't have a choice to not go to this shop. If I wanted to get 3 elites, I had to go to this shop. So there's Snecko Skull, there's Paper Crane, there's a card removal, all of which I would have loved. There's Blur. I mean, Noxious Fumes here is here as well, and it's actually probably better, but still. I need something to complain about. I need to be the underdog. I mentioned this in the Enter the Gungeon series, but you can't just be above it all. It needs to at least look like there's some danger. Whew. Oh, easy hits. Noxious, dodge and roll, strike, and I'm actually not going to draw. I'd love to dodge and roll, but the leg sweep here is actually really important. I've got to try and keep that weakness up. And I've got another Crippling Cloud in my deck to help me do that. Has it been a short enough period of time that I can do this deck again without feeling too bad? Or sorry, has it been a long enough period of time? Maybe. Maybe. That said, it's still basically resident sleep of the game mode, so. Ooh. I mean, the enemy is going to die against me right now. Yeah. Good fight. Swift Potion as well as Die Storm of Steel Unload. No. I mean, between the 2 Crippling Clouds and the Noxious Fumes, we don't need to introduce any AoE from aggressive sources. We definitely need extra energy. That much is uncontestable because we cannot cast, you know, Leg Sweep and a Crippling Cloud in the same turn, or either like both of the Crippling Clouds, or oftentimes all of our poison plus enough defense to keep ourselves alive. I'm actually going to go with Sozu over the Cursed Key here. If it was the end of the second floor, I would have done the inverse. It's just, I've still got, especially by courtesy of being the silent, right? And starting with 2 extra cards over every other class. I've still got a lot of cards I want to cut from this deck. And having to dedicate my cuts to curses rather than base cards in my deck, that's just going to be a bummer. Okay, well, this is a hilarious fight, and I'm sure I don't need to instruct you why. Let's go Noxious Fumes, Crippling Cloud, so you're dealing no damage, so I can also get that out. Unfortunately, both of the frontliners decided to buff rather than attack. Crippling Cloud, and then another defense. And let's just watch. Yeah, it went pretty well. I'm feeling like that was a pretty good fight. I'll take a second Deadly Poison. I'm not going to take any more until I've upgraded the ones that I have, though. Okay. So I actually pretty desperately want to go Crippling Cloud, Noxious Fumes, and accept 10 damage here. Now, the primary reason I want to do that is because otherwise I don't think I'm going to get the group down in time. So what's that? It's actually not even that much. No, it's Noxious Fumes, Crippling Cloud, dodge and roll defense. Unfortunately, we had to pass up Footworks, which is actually super annoying. Give me more defensive cards. More defensive cards. Okay, frontliner is now dead. It's the backliners on this turn that I particularly have to worry about. Yep. That's a lot more damage than I really wanted to take. Oh well. Really? Ah, there we go. Phew. Pretty sure we were going to be able to fish out a strike there. Red Mask at the start of each combat. Apply 1 weak to all enemies. That's actually really powerful for us. I'm not going to take another deadly poison. Leg sweep, though, I might. And will, in fact. Yep, I'll go for the card removal opportunity at the very least. Oh my gosh, card removal and another footwork? Yes, please. Now take out all strikes. They're no longer necessary to deal damage. I want a leg sweep, unfortunately. Which basically means I couldn't have done the Crippling Cloud afterwards. Because I also needed to get Noxious Fumes out, right? It's my consistent damage. Perfect. Yeah, we're super far ahead of the power curve right now. Oftentimes, the Shelled Parasite is kind of like a break check for you. But not for us. Not even slightly. Oh, an upgraded Blade Dance. There was another accuracy last spot as well. And Jax turns up in this run as well. Okay. Crippling Cloud needs to go out. So does Footwork. I basically have to give up some defense there so that I can get my ongoing powers active already. Good. I needed that to not draw Noxious Fumes because I cast my things in the wrong order and did not draw first. Gotta remind yourselves, draw first. Okay, backline is dead with what? Strike? Yep. If I use the other defend, the one that was upgraded already, I could have also got the second deadly poison in there. That's my bad. Not that it'll make a difference, but still. So we're going to be going after 5 elites this floor. Not bad. Whetstone upon pickup, upgrade to random attacks. Probably not another leg sweep. Neutralize got upgraded. That's pretty good. I'll actually take the risk here. And we got screwed. Courier, the merchant no longer runs out of cards, relics, or potions, and their prices decreased by 20%. See why I never take that risk? Because it never works. It's gotta be Footwork, Survivor, Deadly Poison, Deadly Poison. As much as I want to get the weakness of putting a leg sweep on them, it's also extraordinarily important that we already start getting our poison active. Because this enemy has a pretty high HP pool. Oh, there we go. And now we've also got the stack that we want. That is to say, of weakness. Beautiful. Could scarcely be better, although a 6 power malaise against this enemy is always good fun. Just watch them try and hit you. Vajra started combat with 1 strength. Okay, now you're just laughing at me for the fact that I didn't take the shivs. Gremlin Horn, whenever an enemy dies, gain an energy and draw a card. Yep, that's some laughing right there. Unfortunately, I can't kill anyone on turn 1 here. Which is going to be a problem, because it means they're both going to... Well, no, it means all of them are going to be attacking next turn. Yeah. So Crippling Cloud is necessary. I'll also leg sweep neutralize the back line. Dodge and roll 2. Crippling Cloud was necessary just to get weakness on all targets on the field. So what, we took 4 damage that turn? Well, it could have been worse. Deadly Poison, dodge and roll, and a strike. The enemy is already super weak. They're not going to get out of that weakness anytime soon. Okay. I'll stop the shield gremlin there. Ouch. Again. Oh, need more poison. Thank you for answering. Whew. That's fine. I would probably leave the fat gremlins on the field to just die to AoE after enough time. Because they're weakening us, and that's not how we deal damage anyway, so not a problem. In fact, I'll just end my turn. Bye-bye. Alright, Bottled Flame. Upon pickup, choose an attack card at the start of each combat. That attack card will be in your opening hand. Probably Neutralize is the only one I really care about. Other than this, I could take another backflip for my deck, but... I will. It's my only second card draw card, so it's fine. Ooh. The big problem here is that the Chosen on turn 2 is going to hex us. I know the Cultist is going to be attacking for 2 turns thereafter, so this weaken on them will definitely be impactful. Okay. Get them both weak for the foreseeable future. Unfortunately... This is really big, this whole weakness affair that's been put on us. Not weakness, but the hex. It's really, really going to screw with us because we have basically nothing but skills. Ow. I mean, I could manually kill the frontliner in order to draw a card that turn, but not extraordinarily necessary. And that'll kill by next turn. Beautiful. We may need to consider resting before the boss. Maybe. A weak potion I would have loved to have. Another Footworks versus a dodge and roll that's upgraded. I think I take the dodge and roll. We still need to upgrade both of those Footworks and our dodge and roll. I don't need to take a bunch more cards that need to be upgraded. I need to upgrade the cards that I already have. Okay. Neutralize, leg sweep, then Crippling Cloud. That's just so that I know that you'll be affected by the poison. Just fumes. Leg sweep. Hey, there we go. Alright, backliner is dead. Frontliner is super predictable and easy to kill. Whew. Get him. Nope. We're getting a lot of unupgraded cards off it. It's actually starting to be a little frustrating. I'm going to rest here. I'm actually kind of terrified of this elite. That's the most defensive I could have played that hand. We're still going to be taking 14 damage. Yep, glad I rested. Okay, it looks like we can get the Slaver down before the Slaver entangles us. Which is good. Strongly in favor of that. I'm accepting 2 damage here just so that I can get all of the other powers out in the field. What's dodging a backflip? Easy. All right, we're all on top of it now. A couple of key cards that we still haven't seen for this build. There's Burst, obviously. There's Adrenaline, right? Just because it helps you get to this state a lot faster. Catalyst, naturally. Matryoshka, the next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics. I can't take Alchemize, obviously. Sozu. And I won't take Bane. Should I? It's already pre-upgraded. It's 20 damage, basically, for 1 energy, because our opening is Crippling Cloud often. I'll take it. We'll see how it performs in this build. Alright. I'm going to start upgrading these footworks, which basically means that I'm looking past this fight. It's assuming that I'm going to win this fight. I'm looking past this fight and trying to find out what would be best for us on the next floor. And that's to have, in my opinion, an upgraded footworks there. Taking 5 damage this turn. And 0 this turn. Okay, we've finally reached that. Gotta remember, we have no catalyst, so slow and steady is something that will work right up until exactly this turn. Damn. 1 down. Ugh, I was real. Oh, good. I was really hoping that I was somehow gonna have enough energy for the leg sweep. I don't think I was considering the leg sweep at the time, unfortunately. I shouldn't have killed that, because now the Collector is actually going to resummon both of them, whereas if that target was still left on the field, the Collector would have only had space to resummon one of them. Damn it! Damn it all to heck. This feels like the turn we die. It is, by the way. It super is. A large amount of why I wanted to upgrade cards before resting there is because we have a single Noxious Fumes, and while we had relatively defensive cards, I was pretty certain that any Elite next floor would be able to kill me. So I wanted to upgrade my defensive capabilities so that I could just stall through and let the Noxious Fumes eventually win the fight, which meant that I needed to upgrade it here because you don't get upgrade spaces super early on the next floor. But I had to try and win this fight without resting before it, which, as it turns out, was a pretty dire mistake. We would have been in a much better position had I not made the misplay with the torch heads, though. Would we have been better against any other boss this floor? No, we would have definitely died against the champion. I don't think we would have even had a play in that. And the automaton, yeah, we would have definitely died against the automaton. I think against both the champ and automaton, we would have died had we rest as well. Whereas here, I think if we rest, we might have been able to get through it, but I think we probably still would have died next floor. The potency of this deck was pretty low. It was super defensive, but its ability to deal poison damage due to the fact that it didn't get that many upgrades was really, really, really low. Also, seeing Snecko Skull earlier and not being able to take it is kind of killer. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time when hopefully I won't have the flu anymore.